A big welcome to you, Scorpio. So the sun has moved into Cancer and it's the summer solstice, right? On your day, we have this very special energy where we have extreme light, where we have Cancer, right? The sun in Cancer is highlighting you, Scorpio, and is giving you the power to look deep within into the moon, right? The moon, and your card is called Noon, right? The Hebrew letter for this card, for your death card, is Noon, right? And the moon is in your sign, right? So have a look and see now what is going to be the message here with these two cards: Sun in Cancer, Moon in Scorpio, Sun highlighting the moon. So I am giving you, of course, an oracle card. But meanwhile, to you, your water sign, and when we have a water sign, we like to eat carbohydrates. Then through you, we are connected to the nervous system, and your body part is the sexual organs, right? Your sexuality is very important to you, my dear Scorpio. Then your house is the 8th house, and that's the house of reincarnation, meaning the card that we can see here, for example, in the Medicine Woman Tarot, is walking into the sunset, right? But we know that the sun is again coming back. The sun is again next morning rising. So the death card, and a lot of people don't really like your card, the death card, Noon, right? Fish is moon, is in your sign. So there's a deep message, I have a feeling, coming to you in this reading. So let's have a look. The words that make your archetype is psychology, you are an explorer, you are a reformer, you're a therapist, and you're a detective. Okay, so, and the word that is connected to you is connection, right? That's what you like. You want to connect. And of course, the physical is your sexuality. Your oracle card is Freedom, number 22. These are German cards. I still have to order the English ones. 22, Freedom. So we see a woman here growing wings and a bird that she's holding, literally the throat, the neck. And when I painted your card, I'm right now doing the next one. This is an old version. I wanted to have the wings like leaves in fall, when the leaves fall, for the death, which is also important, right? Nature shows us how natural death is, but also this is the symbol of the phoenix rising out of his own ashes and having wings. And I feel like something in you, you're growing new wings. And you have this blue ray bird next to you, and the blue ray has a very specific meaning. The words for the number 22, which we don't count together, is concentration, possibility, and motivation. Now, the blue ray is powerful and passionate, but he's also intelligent and has a strong endurance. And blue is the throat chakra, is speaking. And it's the clarity of the soul. It's also for the clarity of the soul, right? The truth. Speaking the truth. I think you got to speak the truth and you become wings. So let's see what the tarot is saying to this card. You can look in the description box below. I have there the meaning of double, triple, quadruple numbers. Right, so just have a look there. What 22 means. For me, of course, 22 is a new beginning. 2 is when something begins, right? Two people come together and then something new can come out of that. Because when I face someone, it's something is happening. And there are two, right? There's this woman and there is the bird. So it's almost like she's becoming the bird. Or the bird is inspiring her. The bird has spoken to her. Okay, so let's start. The King of Wands, which is a Leo. And we can see there is a fire coming out of the drum. And when we beat the drum, it's almost like there's a heartbeat. And a heartbeat is giving us the power to have a rhythm, which is steady. And sometimes we think we get a little bored by this steady rhythm of life, right? And maybe that's why you want to be free. You want to get out of this. But remember, your heartbeat is so steady. It's pushing the blood through your body all the time. And it doesn't say, gosh, I'm tired of doing constantly the same thing over and over again. So see in the mundane, everyday things, maybe something to liberate yourself out of it, right? Don't get stuck in that, thinking that it has a hold or a grip over you. Four of Pentacles. Of course, that is giving me a sign that Four of Pentacles is Sun in Capricorn. And that's, of course, the Capricorn is an earth sign, is maybe there is something that is giving you think you have everything, but for some reason you feel imprisoned. Not imprisoned, but you put yourself there, and that's why the Freedom card is coming up. You want to get out of the same beat of the same everyday things that happen. But remember, right, the heartbeat, because it's rhythmical, it keeps us alive. So all these things that we do every day, again and again and again, and make us think we're imprisoned, right? We are blocked in our own lifestyle that we have created, right? Is needed, and we can go beyond that. Wow. 5 of Cups. So there is a sadness because that's Mars in Scorpio, and that's your card. Mars is a planet of fighting, passion, right? Energy. And Scorpio, you are fighting for a love, but something has. You're looking at 3. And the 3 is always body, mind, and spirit. And then here comes 2. So in the Cancer card, there are 2 horses, 2 faces creating the cup, and within the cup, the yoni lingam, the sexual act. You're very sexual. We have here 2 wings. We have then the position of the Scorpio, and we have the bird. And the yellow is always the sun, the liberation. So if you would look, you look back, right, at something and you don't realize in the future something new is wanting to come to you. If you would turn your head to the future and not to the past, letting go of this beating the drum and feeling, right, trapped in your own house that you created, getting out of that and seeing a new perspective. And then we can see, if she looks over, the flower is already indicating the growth of a new child. So these two, it's not a couple, it's a woman with her child. The Empress, right? And the Empress is the embodiment of fertility and is the embodiment of someone extremely powerful. So just turn your head. Your right hand is already there, but somehow you cannot let go of this. Now, of course, I place this underneath the drum, the Leo, the fire element here, who's beating the drum, right? And this steady rhythm. And interesting enough, when we have a child in our belly, we can feel the rhythm of the heartbeat first, right? That's the first thing that we can see, or we can actually have a tangible energy of that there's a child growing in us. And again, it's that steady heartbeat. Da-dun, 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 right? And something in you is like wanting to break free. You wanting to break free out of something that is steady, that is infinite, this infinite beat. But at the same time, it's also, that's what life makes so wonderful. Then the Empress comes. Oof, and look who's coming. You. You showing up in your own reading. You showing up in your own reading as Mars in Scorpio and the Death card. So, as you can see, the flowers are taking over here now, and the flowers are, like I always put flowers here, are the evolution of the vegetation, the evolution of the first, right, element, in a sense, of earth element, which is the first chakra. Of course, we could also say it's the crystals, right? The crystals are the first evolution of the earth. So here you are, shifting and changing and growing and transforming. And the sun, at a day like this, right, where we have the sun highlighting the moon, which is in your sign, on the summer solstice. Very powerful. It's shining a light into a big transformation, and you are really transforming, you're really shifting, because something new is growing within you, and you breaking free from, as you can see, the ribs here. This is almost looking like ribs. You want to break free. You growing out of yourself, free in yourself. And then comes the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is Jupiter in Pisces and the moon in your sign, Pisces. And so you allowing now to Jupiter in Pisces to be a very strong, independent, happy person. You freeing yourself from something that has pulled you down, right? Maybe your own self. You freeing yourself to be And you can see now how amazing sometimes these cards really also speak to us, is that we have the transformation here in the lower part in your sexuality, right? Because you are connected with the sexual energy. There are the flowers. Here's the child growing that is coming out of a sexual act that transforms you deeply. Even the butterfly is here. And then that moves up into your head. You see how it's like from here into the heart, up into the head. Body, mind, and spirit. Growing, shifting. Wow, look at this. This is beautiful. And arriving at the happy place, arriving at your true self. That you know that you are that flower, that it's not just a sexual thing, and that it's not a transfer, it's also a mental and a mind thing and a spiritual, right, connection, an emotional thing that liberates you completely. And where is it leading you? This freedom, wow, to the Hermit, to a Virgo. This is a Virgo. Right? And being within you in an alchemical transformation, being strong, being up here, finding the light, and you took that flight. You see how these cards almost like resemble each other? The blue jay, the blue tail, right? And then of course noon. This is noon, the fish. Here is the fishtail. You going deep into your subconscious, cleaning up, clearing up, liberating yourself, freeing yourself, from what happened in your life, from beating that drum, from having just enough and feeling imprisoned within your own walls. And then from 4 to 5, breaking free. 4 is a stability, you are stable, but at the same time you feel stuck. And 5 is then a feeling of Gvura. Gvura is learning, is the human suffering that makes us grow. Emotionally, physically, all levels, all five elements. And it's this, the sameness, the beating the drum, and again, it's like this, yeah, right? The same human conditionings, beating the drum, being here stable, but not being happy, being here constantly in the 5, right? In the all 5s, doesn't matter which element, are tests, human tests. Can you go to the next level? And you are going to the next level. You are transforming completely to the next level. Look at that. You are taking on the challenge. You are looking at these flowers and you're saying, wait a minute, something here, and I want to look what that is. Something here is saying, what is making you look around from the 3 to the 2, to the relationship? Wow. An understanding that the world is waiting for you, and the world is waiting for you. The link, right, of looking from the 3 over to the 2, which is the union, which is duality, which is finding another growth as also a relationship, right? It's 2 and here's 3. The world, in a way, right, is again the number 3, the number 21. A worldly event has made you turn your head and made out of you an empress. A worldly shift. A worldly cycle that is closing has made you 3-3. And 3-3, right? You have 3 flowers, and 3, 21, and the number 3. Wow. So it's a worldly event that made you look over and see yourself, love yourself, be with yourself, and being happy just with yourself. And also, of course, it can be a sexual maturity, right? It looks like she's happy emotionally, also sexual, because of... Okay. So you are growing to be your own personal spiritual guide, finding within you. So of course, this is a phallic energy, right? This is the Virgo, and this phallic energy is actually pushing you. Maybe this is a new relationship, maybe there's someone, maybe you want to get away from a Leo, and you are realizing, you, Scorpio, you don't want this lifestyle anymore. The world has then changed. It could be the pandemic, right? Has changed your perspective and made you stronger, made you become the Empress, make you become you, the Scorpio, make you become happy in the 999. So you have 3-3 and 9-9. Happy in this own tantric, right? This is what Tantra says. Find the sexual transformation within you. Find the Kundalini rising within you. Find this inner alchemical transformation. Find your transformation. Find your phoenix arising through this lots of light, because on your day, okay, already the days are getting shorter and shorter, right? Your energy is shifting already. This is the Hermetic Tarot. We can see, right, the death. The death is something that's always around us. And of course, you're the King of Cups, right? You are the king of emotions. You want to be emotionally happy, even if it means to be alone for a while. It's important. This is what this combination has done to you. Powerful, right? Very powerful energy here. So look at this, meditate at this, and see, right, what you can do to change the situation around to make you happy. That doesn't mean you have to leave this person. It means that you have to come to a happier version of yourself. Right? That you're happy, that you're moving this transformation up into your head so that you can constantly stay happy and stay happy within, from within. Nothing outside can make you happy, always from within. Wow. Beautiful, very beautiful. So we see each other again in the next reading, hopefully. That's when then, of course, the sun is moving into Leo, and that's the strength card, right? So you have the strength, and I think the true happiness will come in September, because this is, of course, Virgo, the September card. And of course also November, where we have here you, right? You're showing up. I think you really coming September, November, is this transformation truly happening. Then thank you so much for watching. Namaste.